Hello everyone and welcome to the movie show. I'm your host Tyler Calkins, and today we're going to be doing a right out of the theater initial reaction non-spoiler review of Ford v Ferrari. I went to go see it tonight. It's a Thursday night. The theater was decently filled with people excited to watch this movie, myself included. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I mean, not even pieces of it. Basically from the trailers, they were giving us a, racing, business, drama kind of movie. The trailers really sold me on this film, got me excited for it, made me feel like, yeah, this is going to be great. In addition, you got James Mangold, who directed, Logan, Walk the Line, Girl Interrupted. I've never seen Walk the Line, but I hear it's great. Don't shoot me. So I've never seen Walk the Line, but other than that, James Mangold makes movies that people love. Maybe I'm different because I don't love James Mangold's films. I think Girl Interrupted is a fine enough movie. I don't personally think Logan is as great as everybody thinks it is, and I understand why people love that film, but it's just not, it didn't do it for me like the way that it did for other people, obviously. I think what this movie did is it was too slow. It was 2.5 hours long, and you felt it was 2.5 hours long. It just took forever to get you through it, and there was really no reason why that should have been the case. I think when it comes to the acting, Christian Bale and Matt Damon are great actors, and they do everything that they can with the script that they're given. However, the script that they're given is not that great. It is dull. Yes, there's some humorous parts, but to be honest, you run into a situation where most of the funniest parts in the film are in the trailer. That's a disappointment, at least in the trailer that I watched. I'll have to go home and watch the other one at this point. They just did not do enough with this movie. The direction wasn't even anything to be excited about. There was a couple really beautiful shots within the film, and there's one that's in the trailer that specifically is in the movie that is just absolutely stunning, and it's when Christian Bale takes his son out to the racing strip on the airport, and essentially what you have is you have him going out there with his son, and the sunset is going down. You've got like super bright sun right across the horizon, but it's like blue night sky atop. It is absolutely stunningly beautiful, that shot. And you see it in the trailers, so that's kind of a bummer because that's all you get of it. A lot of the movie is, it is a lot of, I'm sure if you're into racing or if you're into cars, this is going to be your kind of movie, and that's going to be great for you. It really did not work for me, and I think it's not going to work for a lot of people. It is 2.5 hours long. That is too long of a movie. At least, it's not too long of a movie, but they didn't do enough within that 2.5 hours to justify it, and that is the problem. When you have a movie that hypes itself, and this is supposed to be an Oscar contender film, I don't understand how that's even possible. I'm watching this movie, I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I now have much more interest in watching like a Jojo Rabbit or Parasite, which unfortunately I think are totally out of theaters, at least in my area now, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I would rather watch something like that than this movie just didn't do it for me. Joker is more of an Oscar film at this point, and I understand why, at least to me, as compared to a movie like this. I'm not saying it was all terrible. Christian Bale has some great performance moments within it, but also there's moments where I feel like the script makes him look like a caricature of himself, and I don't think that's really a good call either. He's Christian Bale, for God's sake. He just came off of doing Vice, and he totally transformed into Dick Cheney, and it was magnificent and Oscar worthy last year for Christian Bale. So and Matt Damon does a good job with the movie too, and he has some funny lines, and Bale has some funny lines and some good moments, but ultimately the movie just falls short. The other good piece of the film, I have to say, is yes, some of the racing scenes were wonderful. They were exhilarating. They had feel. They had passion. But ultimately, the whole film overall was a snooze fest. It's not even that you know, and I appreciated some of the, you know, because they were trying to tell like a buddy story for Christian Bale and Matt Damon. And I appreciated that buddy kind of story, and I thought it worked really well in certain aspects. But it certainly was not, let's say, like Green Book last year. Green Book last year was a buddy film that was touching, and it was beautiful, and it was the everyman and the artist. You know, this film had its pieces where, you know, it was trying to say, you know, I think it was trying to, you know, give you an overall theme of, you know, corporations just buy and take over things. And I get that. It's relevant to right now, and who would have known it would have been so relevant back then, you know, to today, I guess. So that is fascinating, and that is cool. But ultimately, like, the whole thing is like a half-baked, not cutting it for me kind of picture. Hey, if you're into racing, if you're into cars, if you absolutely love Christian Bale or Matt Damon, hey, check it out. Check out this movie. This could totally do it for you. But for me, it's a no, dog. It's a no for me. Have you seen Ford v Ferrari? If so, comment down below. Avoid the spoilers for me if you can, because this is a non-spoiler thing. If you haven't seen the movie, are you more, you know, are you excited about it? I don't want to ruin your good time, but I'm let down. I'm let down. Comment down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell for all notifications. That way you don't miss any of my new content. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you soon.